Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we return with round 11 of the F223 Ollie Bearman Career Mode. Yes, this weekend we head to the Belgian GP, 1 point between myself and Brad Benavides as we head into the weekend here from Spa Francorchamps. There's still a lot to play for with just 4 rounds to go of the season. And quickly, of course, before we dive in, if you're new around here, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed as well. You could make a case that any of our drivers still inside the top 10 of the championship are within a shot at the crown. It really has just been a wide open season here from FIA Formula 2. Will that continue this weekend at Belgium, or will we start to see a few names just inch away at the top of the table? Well, here we are then, ready back at the best track in Formula 1. Spa Francorchamps returns, and yeah, really no idea as to what the pace is going to be like around here. Pace has been a little bit up and down this season. Some weekends we've been really strong, others we have really struggled. But of course, yeah, we've got that 1 point lead over Brad Benavides in the championship fight, so I'm hoping, really hoping we can extend that this weekend. But yeah, trying to opt for a tiny bit more downforce. Feel that's going to be really useful through the middle sector. But let's try and put on a good show in qualifying. Making our way out of the final chicane, and this is going to be mighty close, but it's Fred Vesti. 3 pole positions in a row for our teammate, but we're going to be lining up P5 then, ready for the feature race Sunday. That's better than we've done recently.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top 3.
Vesti, Fittipaldi, Wassa.
The grid is set then. That just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow where we'll be live with all the action. Until then, goodbye.
Well, there we are then. Qualifying done and dusted. Yeah, Fred Vesti, 3 pole positions back to back there, but we qualify just a 10th away from our teammate, but it's only good enough for P5 on the grid. Brad Benavides, though, championship, well, second currently, isn't he? P15 on the grid here, so he's in big trouble. The likes of Fittipaldi, though, are going to be looking pretty confident, and obviously Jan the Ruvela as well, who's kind of snuck himself back into this fight. You can never discount those ARTs either, but I believe, yeah, we're going to be starting the sprint race then from 6th on the grid, so let's see what we can do.
Located in the Ardennes countryside, Spa has been hosting races for almost a century, and it's revered by drivers and fans alike. So it's a joy to be here today, as we prepare for the next thrilling instalment of the Formula 2 race calendar. So here we are again, a whopping 3.5 miles of track here at Spa, featuring long straights, some seriously fast corners, and some massive elevation changes. This is a track that routinely delivers high-quality racing, and we'll be hoping to see just that from our young F2 drivers today. Davide Valsecchi joins me today. Davide, Spa is a favourite for fans and drivers alike. What tips would you have for these young drivers today?
Always a pleasure to be here, Alex. Who doesn't love Spa? I wish I was down there racing today. I would say there's a lot of places to overtake on this circuit, so be patient on that first corner. Try and get through it safely, get a good exit, and get in the right position to attack at the end of the main straight.
Davide Valsecchi there, as always, pretty enthusiastic about the race ahead. 9 laps of racing action here from the Spa Francorchamps circuit. And yeah, this weekend, I don't think we can afford to gamble the tyres. There is the threat of rain tomorrow, though, so it might not ruin our strategy entirely. But lining up then on the grid, Juan Manuel Correa on the pole. It's 5 red lights. It's going to be lights out, and away we go there. Or not really if you're Théo Pourchaire. I get a little bit stuck behind the Frenchman, as the other ART of Victor Martins, of course, will slot up into P2. Lost out on the win in last weekend's sprint race late on in the day, so I'm sure he'd love to try and rewrite the wrongs of last weekend. Then Novalak, desperate to try and defend from Dennis Hauger, as a big old lift through Eau Rouge and Radion at the start of the GP. They're almost into the back of Victor Martins, as the AI like to break a little bit more than I feel you need to here. But can we have a look to the inside of the ART car? Oh, we have a bit of a look there, but Victor Martins on the racing line. A little bit more confidence as we make our way up the top of the hill and through the Lecombe chicane. Of course, this venue, absolutely fantastic for Formula 2 racing. I'm expecting a lot of side-by-side action over the course of the weekend, but everyone just trying to settle in at the start of this one. No one wants to make too many big risks, especially us. Obviously now championship leader, and with Brad Benavidez down the order, he's really just got to go kind of all guns blazing today if he wants to have any chance at this championship. You know, damage limitation here. You can only hope he can come back stronger next weekend, because of course, yeah, with this qualifying format this year, I know I've said it before, there is such an emphasis on Friday night qualifying. If you ruin that, you really are in trouble. Oh, that's a lot of understeer though. Don't hit the wall. Oh, we nudged the wall on the exit of Stabilo there. Théo Pourchaire will say thank you very much. Here comes Jean Derouvela, one of my other big championship rivals, down the inside as we make our way up in towards Blanchimont. And again, we just there get a little bit forced out. Jean Derouvela will have the run. Whoa, into the corner. And we'll try and slot in behind him. But yeah, that's been a really messy end to the first lap then here from Spa. It will still be Juan Manuel Correa that leads the way. But we're down to 7th. Oh, this time around then getting a little bit of a stronger run against Jean Derouvela as we make our way all up the back straight. He really didn't want to give me any room there at all. One wheel on the grass as we tried to find the space around the outside of the Indian driver. Again, he'll just slam the door. Can we try and get a switch off the corner though? Jean Derouvela really happy to get his elbows out here as over the bump will go. Not confident on the brakes down into Bruxelles. We'll slot back in for now. Well, just studying the AI through the middle sector, I think we've actually accidentally opted for quite a low downforce setup around this venue. Get a really good run up the Kemmel Straight, but we lose a lot of time around the back half of the lap. There was big wobble as the car bottomed out up through Eau Rouge. Jean Derouvela will still have the DRS though on Théo Pourchaire, but he's dropping back just outside that 1 second zone now. So if we can't get Derouvela here, we might be able to get a run next time. Oh, that's the key. We've really got to make sure we brake as we go through the dip at the bottom of the corner there, through the compression. Really gets the weight over the front end and allows us to carry the speed up towards the top of the hill. Can we have a look down the inside of Derouvela? This time we open up the door. The MP Motorsport driver again will give us the room there, and this time round we'll try and go all the way around the outside. Oh, Jay and Arugula wanted to give me a big old squeeze. He did give me room on the exit. Mark happy with the overtake, therefore so am I. And let's get in pursuit of those ARTs. Oh, battles going on at the front of the field. I think that's Clement Novalak to the outside of Juan Manuel Correa here. Will he be able to pull it off? Will this slow down the train of cars that is forming behind them? I think Correa has just about hung on this time. But yeah, if these two can continue squabbling, it will really allow us to close in the gap, as I think Hauger tried to get himself in that fight. And yeah, the gap now under a second. Oh, look at this. In through the final chicane. Everyone now just concertinaing up. And is this going to allow us to be a little bit more aggressive with Teo Porcher in front of me? Both ART cars still with an outside chance at the crown. So we'll have a look down the inside of Teo at turn 1. Oh, Victor Martins there, a little bit of a lock-up. Wonder if he saw me in the mirrors and just panicked a little bit. Maybe thought I was going in a little bit hotter than I was. But yeah, less than 4 laps to go now here from Spa. It's not many laps, and they really do fly by around this venue, as every single lap we go through a Rouge, we are fighting the back end of the car to keep it pointing the right way. More squabbles going on at the front again. Novalak to the outside of Correa. Will he be able to find it the long way around this time? Yes, he has. Clement Novalak to the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix. Here we go, Hauger. Now desperate to try and find a way around Correa, as Novalak has really scampered off. Oh, everyone just closing in on each other at the wrong time there through Blanchimont as Hauger again. Are we going to see Martins look for it down the inside of the Norwegian? Yes, we are, and we'll just have to wait. So, oh, this is brilliant racing at the moment there. We'll try and look around the outside of Martins at the final corner. Big tank slapper, but we get the power down. And there we go, we've navigated both ARTs in the space of a lap. Dennis Hauger there still just in front of me. Oh, we are sliding all over the road though. 3 laps to go here. And I mean Hauger at the moment. Oh, there we go, Correa, another little mistake there. Hauger practically pushing him along as we make our way through this middle sector. Surely he hasn't got damage in that Van Amersfoort car. I think he's just really struggling for pace late on in the day as we try and go slow in fast. Because he's running wide though on the exit of pretty much every corner. Maybe Juan Manuel Correa has just picked up a little bit of front wing damage there. Hauger left with nowhere to go. We just have to sit back in. Yeah, I think Correa's got damage. It's not a lot, but it's definitely making a difference at the moment. Clement Novalak is just waltzing away at the front of the field, but 2 more laps to go then here from Spa. We've got both ARTs still waiting in the wings. If they can find a way back through, I'm sure they would love to. There's Hauger there. Surely he's going to try and look for a run up the Kemmel straight on the VAR car in front of him. And maybe we can try and look for a run on the pair of them. Try and stay as close as we can as we make our way into the DRS detection point there, down in towards Eau Rouge and up through Radillon for the penultimate time in today's sprint. And look at the run we've got there. That is magnificent as we carry the speed off for the corner. We'll take the double slipstream here. Correa, is he going to go defensive from Dennis Hauger? Yes, he is. Will we get alongside him as well? 3 wide as we make our way down the end of the straight there. There's no contact though. Correa is going to get Ricardo zonted in the process. We make sure we give him room as Hauger will go right round his outside there. And now up into P3 we go. So Correa, from a couple of laps ago looking like he was fighting for the win, to now out of the podium places. But will we get a chance at Hauger, or will he just try and fire that thing off? 1 more lap to go then, but really this is just down to the run down the straight. Jay Ruvela is going to pick up fastest lap bonus point as tyres really starting to fall off. But yeah, if we can't get a run on Hauger up in towards Lecom, don't think we're really going to stand much of a chance here, as that gap already up to 0.8 of a second. I would assume Naruvela will be looking to try and get a run on Correa as well there and potentially further knock him down the order. But with the DRS now, we're going to be gaining on Dennis Hauger, but it's not going to be enough. Looks like we're going to be on for a P3 here, unless we can have a really tidy run through the middle sector. Further behind, Naruvela, I think, has pulled off the move, and therefore will make it MP Motorsport 2nd and 4th. Useful for them in the Constructors. Our warning light has finally flashed up then, so there's no chance we would have been able to get a set of soft tyres this far this afternoon, or they would have been absolutely screaming at me. But as we make our way in through the final couple of corners, desperately trying to get a run on Dennis Hauger. And you know what? We've not done a bad job there. We are going to be closing in on the MP car once again, but in towards the final few corners, Klemon Novalak, 10th in the championship going into this weekend. The last driver I said has still got an outside chance at the crown, and well, he's certainly going to say that he's not giving up on it just yet there. Klemon Novalak will win the sprint race here from Belgium. Dennis Hauger will come through for P2, and we can only hang on to 3rd.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Brilliant stuff from Trident today. What a superb victory. And Davide Valsecchi, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
I think this race was won thanks to the tire management. You have to remember, it's not just about going as fast as you can. It's about consistency. It's about maintaining your speed over an entire race distance. So being able to keep the lap time competitive while still respecting the tires, that's where they won today.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be Trident picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for coming out on top in that amazing race. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It's a good result for Ollie Bearman, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
Lots of drivers impressed me today, Alex. But if I have to say one that impressed me most, it's Klemon Novalak.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Teams' Championship. MP Motorsport moved further clear at the top. After all this drama, you'll be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you there. Take care.
Well, there we are then, the end of the sprint race here from Spa, and it is Klemon Novalak that will take the victory today. Dennis Hauger there lining up P2 ahead of myself, Ollie Bearman, with the final podium place. Daruvula, Correa, Martins, Porchet and Awasa will round out our point scorers, and it means for the championship, well, our gap at the top opens up ever so slightly to 7 points now over Brad Benavides. But yeah, the big work is going to have to come in tomorrow. We need to try and get a good result in the feature race. However, with Fred Vesti finally delivering, maybe, just maybe, we're not out of this constructors fight just yet. Thank you all so much for watching. Please do make sure you get yourself subscribed if you're new around here, and we'll be back tomorrow then, ready for 14 more laps of the Belgian Grand Prix. A massive thank you to all of my YouTube members and my Patreon supporters for their continued donations to help my work. These things go much further than I think a lot of you ever realise, and allow me to continue making content full-time here on YouTube. So if you want to support me from as little as £1 a month and be featured on all of these end clips, either click the join button next to the subscribe or head over to my Patreon. There's a link down in the description.